Hi, my name is Yulia. I'm Ukrainian and I'm a journalist and I'm writing this first blog. Actually, I'm based currently in Brussels. It's quite a late time or quite an early time. It's nearly 4 a.m. But I'm still awake because just I had conversation with my Brazilian friend and it's time for Brazilians now just to be at home and enjoy their evening. So she wrote me, and I wanted to talk to her because she is passing the same experience and as I passed last year. And it's interesting to notice how much people from different parts of the world have in common. Like we mentioned the story how we had a party, three of us in the United States. There was a guy from Bangladesh. She is Brazilian and I am from Ukraine. You know, these are absolutely different three parts of the world, like Asia, Europe, and Latin America. And we understood how much in common we have. This is about same values when it comes to different religions, different countries, different cultures, and even different parts of the world. And that's why I want to write this blog, because I think that all around the world we all pass the same experiences, and sometimes we need to share the thoughts that we have. And what I'm talking about really now, it's about breaking up. Last year I broke up with the person with whom I had lived like for 2 years. And I don't want to talk about reasons. It actually never matters why we break up. But often it comes to the point at the end, when you are staying at the end, you understand that it's difficult to be alone. Like, it sucks, you know. What my friend said, she says, well, I forgot how to be alone. Well, in Ukraine, we don't say how to be alone. We say we could lose ourselves in the relations. So, I mean, it's really very difficult to find a balance to be in the couple and to stay a person who develops and grows and still saves the personality, you know. So, the question what I want, like the thing that I want to say to you now, that the year was really bad. Like, it wasn't only about this relation, it was like really bad for my country, you know, for many of my friends, unfortunately. But yeah, and a lot of people will say, you know, it's not the worst thing that can happen to you when you break up, because, you know, there are wars, terroristic acts, you know, still cancer exists, AIDS exists, like homicides, like everything, you know. And like, and you've just broke up. Yeah, but millions of people break up and millions of people suffer because of that. And this is a huge stress, and it often comes, you know, to a very long period to pass. And for all this period, you will feel lonely and sometimes depressed, and often it comes to the point when you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in the future, maybe you don't know what will happen tomorrow, and sometimes there is a feeling of the end. But what you have to understand, that if you do this or if it's done to you, it's a great lesson to you. And the only way to pass it successfully, as I did, thanks God, is to understand that the life is a gift. And you have to look around and to understand what opportunities you have, because you even don't know what you lose when you lose yourself. Believe me, like, I traveled to many countries last year. I'm from a very poor country, like I'm from the country where there is huge crisis. I'm not the one who has a lot of money. My parents are very poor people, but last year I managed to travel to a lot of countries. I went to like Arabic Emirates, to the United States, to Latvia, to Paris, you know, to Brussels. I'm currently based in Brussels, Georgia, blah blah blah, you know, different states. But everywhere you go, you try to find new people. Like it's even not international message. I mean, look around. I found a lot of great people in Kiev too, but when you start feeling people better, you find something in yourself also. You find what you forgot. And try to find people who can be an example for you. I will tell you a story. I met a guy who became my friend. I was lucky to have this guy as a friend, and I didn't know what I did. I just was very sincere to him, and actually, that's all. And so he is the guy who inspires me very much and who gives me the strength to believe in myself and to believe that everything will be good. So he is the guy from Mongolia, but he lives in New York now. He used to live in Ukraine. He knows Mongolian, Russian, Ukrainian, English, and one more language, I don't remember which. And so he talks my language, Ukrainian, because he's married to a Ukrainian woman. And he studied literature, the Eastern literature and culture. But now he works for NASA. And do you know how it happened? So he sent a CV to NBC because he wanted to find, to get the position of a Russian-speaking editor at NBC television station, you know. And they didn't call them back, but NASA did. And he wanted a lot, but they invited him for the interview. And he's like, wow, I never sent CV to NASA. Like, I even don't have appropriate education. And they said, yeah, we do know that, but we searched for your profile, we looked at your works, and we think that you are quite smart and quite creative person. And the second is, you are the only one to send CV for the position of an engineer, so maybe we will try. So they tried, and they taught him, and he's now, working with satellites, with all this space mess, and doing quite good stuff, and learning all the time. And this is already like 3 years when he's working for NASA. I think this is one of the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life. But believe, last year gifted me dozens of such stories. I mean, like, people are very different and people don't know the limits of their powers and the limits of their opportunities. And believe me, you can be the person who also can do some unbelievable stuff. And maybe you just lost something in the relations, because I did it. And maybe my friend also felt that something was wrong. So I'm not saying now, that you have to all separate or break up or something like that. I mean, if it happened that you appeared being alone, like being depressed, like feeling like the end, and thinking that everything is bad, please don't. Like, you can break up when you're like 20, 30, 40, and like, I'm 30, she is 40, like, it doesn't matter. It can suck all the time. But the thing that you can do to feel better is to understand that you don't have to be only the consumer of the world. You have to give it back. Like, you have to find the way how to gift to the world. How to do something that will show your way, and with gifting something you become successful, because this is the only real way to go in this world. In this way you will find a lot of people, you will find a lot of gratefulness, you will find, coming, like, you will calm down. And I think this is the way when you figure out what you are, what you can do, and this way will bring you to the point where you want it to appear, believe me. So listen to this, and after that listen to yourself and try to figure out what you're gonna do tomorrow. I changed my job, I started traveling, I found a lot of friends, I lost a lot of kilos. I started going for sports. By the way, it's a good variant also, like, try to take care about your body. Before New Year Eve, I got a call from my new job, and I'm gonna change it too. I'm gonna change my apartment now. And I understand that I'm absolutely happy. I'm absolutely independent in all ways. And what I care about is about what I'm gonna do next day, who am I gonna call, I don't know who I'm gonna help, and what I can do for someone else. and in this way I have this great feeling of giving back. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share actually. And thank you for listening this mess, and I'm sorry for my English. So it was me, Julia. Thanks a lot, guys. Like, good luck to you.